The future belongs to those who act now. Do you remember that time you had a great idea? A feeling that something was just right and that you should do it. But then you didn't. And then as the hours and the days passed, you came up with so many reasons on why this original idea was silly, dumb, or why it just wouldn't work. And so you never returned to it. And I had those moments, many of them. But I also had moments where I acted in that moment. And it has changed my life in ways I couldn't have even imagined. And so in today's video, I want to talk about 3 ideas that helped me take that leap in that moment and act, so that you can also, the next time when you get this feeling, act and change your life. Just start, even if you don't know where it will lead you. Often we want to have everything figured out at the beginning. We want to have full clarity. We want to know for sure that we will succeed in whatever we want to do. But the thing is, we don't know. And also, maybe when we do it, it will feel like a failure from the outside, but it actually isn't, because you will have learned something that you wouldn't have otherwise. And that learning could lead you to the next step that then becomes a success. And it's so easy to go into this thinking mode of everything or nothing. That if this one thing won't be a success, I will be a complete failure and it was a waste of time. But it can't be further from the truth. I tried so many different things, especially work-wise. I learned so many different skills, dove into so many different areas. But each thing I did, because I had this feeling that this would be right and I should go after it, I learned something that then helped me get more clarity over time in which direction I want to go. So when you have that feeling that you want to do something, that you want to write that post, that you want to publish a video, just do it. Just ignore all like the crazy thoughts that are coming of why it wouldn't work and why it's a bad idea. Just ignore it. Just go after this feeling and just get over the hurdle and do it. Because it also is then way easier once you're in it, once you get over the hurdle, to then actually do it. Don't worry as much about what other people think. I know it's a tough one. I spent so much time worrying about what other people think. But it just doesn't make any sense to let your actions be guided by someone else's thoughts. And the thing is, the people around you don't have as much information as you do about your life, your values, your priorities, and why you're doing certain things. Because it might look super weird and unsuccessful from the outside, but for you, it feels aligned. It feels it's the right thing. And then you should also keep doing it. Back then, when I left school and I decided to not go to university to get a degree, but to self-study, I started to get like some comments about it. Especially then 1 year in, as there was like no huge outside success, people also then asked me, yeah, are you really sure you want to keep going down that path? And yeah, I was sure. But of course, like these comments hit me. But from the outside, it was looking like I was making no progress. I was working as a waiter, but I was learning every day, and I was learning new skills every day and going forward and making progress. And I trusted it. But this data was only available to me, so only I saw it, not the other person saw it. And so it's so important to really trust oneself here and one's own ability, and to not focus on like the comments from the outside. And also what really helped me was to see and to understand that everyone has so many different problems and so much going on in their life. There's just no time to worry about what you're doing. And at the end, it's also just a skill. The longer you practice and the more often you remind yourself of, I'm trusting my process, and I don't worry what other people think, the better you will get at it. I mean, the first time I went to the gym, I was walking around watching like if if everyone was watching me doing my exercises, which is like silly if I think now about it, but that's just how it is. And then you get more comfortable with it and you get better. And then at some point you don't even think about it anymore. Don't let your actions be guided by other people's thoughts and opinions. Don't worry about them. Focus and trust your process, your feeling, and what feels right for you. Don't let perfectionism stop you. This is also a really, really hard one for me because I spent so much time with it. And until just a few years back, it was such a dominant thing in my life that I wanted to get everything perfect, like till the last mark. And I spent so much time on like stuff that didn't really matter in the long term. Now, this doesn't mean you should never spend time on something that is really important to you. I'm just saying that done is better than perfect. And the more iterations you do, the more feedback you will gain and the faster you will grow and get good at whatever you're trying to do. And it's a skill. It's something that you need to practice over and over again, letting go of this perfectionistic tendencies of trying to make every little detail on point. Because the thing is also, other people probably won't notice like a minor mistake you made. It's just that you see them directly because you also focus on them so strongly. And it goes so fast that we spend hours upon hours upon hours perfecting something, like on the last 10%, instead of just getting it out there and getting the feedback. With the feedback, we can then improve upon in the next iteration. So when you think it's good, just put it out there. Now, next to these 3 things we just talked about, there was one big belief change that also helped me a lot, and I made a video about that right here. So if you're interested, you can also check that out. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And remember, keep growing, keep striving, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.